Silence is the demon's trap, and the more one is silenced, the more terrible the demon, but silence is also the divinity's mutual understanding with the single individual. Trouble is the common denominator of the living. It is the great equalizer. If anyone on the verge of action should judge himself according to the outcome, he would never begin. If I could prescribe only one remedy for all the ills of the modern world, I would prescribe silence. It belongs to the imperfection of everything human that man can only attain his desire by passing through its opposite. Life has its own hidden forces which you can only discover by living. I feel as if I were a piece in a game of chess when my opponent says of it, that piece cannot be moved. All distinctions between the many different kinds of love are essentially abolished by Christianity. It is essential, in relationships and all tasks, that we concentrate only on what is most significant and important. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Far from idleness being the root of all evil, it is rather the only true good. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought which they seldom use. I found I had less and less to say, until finally, I became silent, and began to listen. I discovered in the silence, the voice of God. It is one thing to introduce a new doctrine into the world, it is something else to live it. If a person does not become what he understands, then he does not understand it either. The present state of the world and the whole of life is diseased. If I were a doctor and were asked for my advice, I should reply, create silence. The highest and most beautiful things in life are not to be heard about, nor read about, nor seen but, if one will, are to be lived. Personality is only ripe when a man has made the truth his own.